Alexia, it's great to have you on the show to talk to us about the Telkom 947 Cycle Challenge.
Thank you, Leroy.
Now, before we get started about what's going to be happening on Sunday, let's talk about the history of the Cycle Challenge.
So this year, the Cycle Challenge is 21 years old. And it first started off as a small little community cycle race and was owned by MCC all those years ago in 1997. And Tanya Harford, who owns HSP, who's our logistical partner, who helps us put this amazing event together, got hold of Prime Media Broadcasting, then Highveld Stereo, and said, why don't you take this race, own it, and make it a big, safe cycling event for Johannesburg. And today, we've got over 26,000 entrants. And we look forward to an amazing event on Sunday.
Now, let's talk about the route. I mean, surely not everyone's a professional. You've got novice and intermediaries.
Yes.
So what are we looking at?
So we've got elites who start early in the morning. They are seeded in the first batches because, you know, they can go around once, and if they feel like it, go around again. It's called the dirty doubles, and they do that a lot. And they go off between, 5:30 and about 7:30 in the morning. We then have your intermediaries and your novices who are doing this for a couple of reasons, which is actually quite heartwarming. Some of them they lost a bet at the bar and they have to do it with their friends. Others are doing it for a purpose, and they're riding for a purpose to raise money for charities. So the route is tough for everyone. And there are a couple of points en route that get you. One or two of them are through Stain City, actually, towards the end. Which is heart-wrenching to watch people try and get up those hills. And then as you enter River Sands, when we end, there's a couple of hills there too. But then again, there's some amazing speed areas where some of the cyclists get up to 80 k's an hour. And that would be down Jansmats next to the zoo, actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's pretty impressive.
It is. It's great to watch it from the sky.
Now, let's quickly deviate for a second.
Yeah.
Now, I understand that on Thursday, running through to Saturday,
Yes.
you've got an expo that's going to be going on.
Yes.
Why don't you tell me a bit more about that?
So we host the Cycle Challenge Expo at the Dome, and we've had it for a number of years, and primarily it was a place where you could pick up your race pack. And we've grown this expo into the biggest cycle and lifestyle expo in Joburg. And we've got lifestyle brands like Cape Union Mart, Dis-Chem, Voltaren, Lifestyle and Sport, into very cycling specific brands like Cycle Lab and First Ascent and Solomon's that helps you with your bike packs, etc. But keeping true to what Cycle Challenge is also about, which is community building, we've also got a lot of charities exhibiting there as well, like Pedal Power and Chuck, for example. So it is actually a free expo. Everyone's invited. It's free. You'll just have to pay for parking, but that's out of my control.
Now, come D-Day. Let's talk about numbers. How many people are going to be participating? So
we've got 26,000 entries, and we have I'd say about 8,000 or 9,000 that are first-timers. So a big shout out from us to you guys for doing this. It's an amazing, amazing thing that you're doing. We've got over 150 charities that have entered. And I just want to point this out. We launched something called Ride for a Purpose about 6 years ago. And over the past 6 years, the platform of 947 Cycle Challenge has helped raise over 66 million rand for charity. So that's, what we've done as Cycle Challengers, we've handed this amazing event over to the people and said, use it to raise awareness, use it to raise money, challenge yourself, but challenge others who are not riding or can't ride for various reasons. And we're so proud of that because it's probably one of the biggest fundraising events that is put on in the city of Joburg.
I mean, that's truly impressive.
And I just want to mention, Leroy, if you don't mind, that our blue jersey winner, every year we give a blue jersey away, and that goes to the individual that raises the most amount of money. And this year it's Andre Lombard. Well, that was from last year, actually. And he raised, in his personal capacity, just under 500,000 rand for the Teddy Bear Clinic, which is phenomenal.
Yeah, it is, I have to admit. Let's talk about on the day. Are people still able to register, or is there a cutoff time?
No, we've closed entries completely, purely because we've got to seed people into the correct batches. That's unfortunately where we're at this point. We closed the entries a little while ago.
So what can people expect on the day?
Okay, so if you're a cyclist, you can expect a world-class quality event, safe cycling. The roads are in good condition. We've made sure of that with our great partners at the City of Joburg. There are hydration stations along the route in case you get thirsty, technical stations in case you have a pop tire, and a hospitality suite at the end where if you need a rub down or grab a drink with a friend and you can chill for the afternoon. If you're a supporter, you know, you're the wife who has to let your husband go every morning for a cycle. You and your kids or your families or friends can go to certain places along the route, and we call them supporter zones. One of the big ones is Dunkeld Shopping Centre, and Telkom and 947 are doing activities and activations all day. Ayanda MVP will be there, Greg and Lucky, we'll have some music, and we'll be surprising all those who come down with some things. I don't want to give too much away.
Fine and fair, fine and fair.
And if you're a resident, Leroy, and you're trying to get around the City of Joburg, because we do shut down over 100 kilometers of road, and we understand that it's quite a big thing for people to get around the city, we do have an interactive map that is on our 947 app, if you download that, or go to cyclechallenge.co.za. But also EWN, our news business, it will be reporting on air on 702 and 947, and also follow the hashtag CC Traffic for the day.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, it is a race. So I suppose that one question you knew I was going to ask you, what are we looking at in terms of prizes?
Well, the women's race is a UCI ranked and rated event, which is actually the first on the African continent for cycling, and that means it's accredited for Olympic qualifying, which is incredible. We're in our third year of that actually, and the prize for the winner is similar to that of the men's. It's about 25,000 rand, and Tag Heuer has just come on board as our official timing partner for the mountain bike that happened last weekend and the race this weekend, and each of those winners will be receiving a Tag watch as well, which is awesome.
So for anyone who's not going to be participating but would love to follow the cycle event, what do you have to say to them?
Get onto the Facebook page, Cycle Challenge Facebook page. We'll be doing live streams throughout the day. Follow us on Twitter at 947 Cycle and the hashtag CC2017, and enjoy the FOMO, friend, because next year we want to see you on your bike.
Alexia, it is great having you on the show. I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much, Leroy.